Well, I mean, this video means a lot to Baylor people. And I think we should let's roll it, and we'll come back with what they call reaction from our own Scotty Swingler. Let's go, Scotty.
And Baylor has come from behind, shot TCU and the entire country.
Bryce Petty to Antoine Goodley for the Baylor Quick Six.
History doesn't fade. It fuels. Connecting legends of the past.
Pass near side, intercepted!
With heroes of today.
Down! Has a touchdown!
Style. Swag.
Oh, what a play!
Speed. Don't blink. Shades are debated. There's no debating these.
Scotty?
Pete! We're so back, baby! It's so good! It's so good! It feels so good!
Okay. So I want you to explain for people who are not directly affiliated or connected with Baylor University as to why this is so exciting for you.
Let me breathe for a second. I'm trying to get this to look normal, and StreamYard's going a little crazy on me.
Slide over a little. There you go.
That'll work. That'll work.
Yeah.
Oh, Pete. This is the best day. I have a lot of thoughts, but in particular, one, this was what we were wearing, these helmets, to back-to-back Big 12 titles in 2013 and 2014. Hence, Bryce Petty making his wonderful return to a video for Baylor Athletics to talk about the new version of these chrome gold helmets. So it brings back the expectation. I know it's just a uniform, okay? The Auburn fans could come at me on X and say, it's just a helmet. Listen, dude, you look good, you feel good, you play good. That was the philosophy in 2013 and 14 to back-to-back Big 12 titles, okay? It's just a good feeling. It takes you back to a better time on the field. But, moreover, you know this, Pete. Baylor fans know this. Baylor made some changes to their football uniforms about 7 or 8 years ago that were not universally well received. Baylor is aware of this. Hence the line in said video where Bryce Petty says, and Shahan Jayaraja on Twitter said this is what made him laugh. Shades are debated, but not these. Because the shade of gold on the newest generation of uniforms has not made most Baylor fans happy. But the chrome gold helmets, since they did the uniform redesign, every offseason, folks have said, give us those chrome helmets back. Give us those chrome helmets back. And brother, when I tell you my favorite Baylor uniform of all time was the old chrome gold helmets on the black uniforms, and we're bringing this out against Auburn to kick off the college football season 2025 on a Friday night in Waco, Texas, in McLean Stadium. Auburn's going to lose by 24, Pete.
24.
I'm standing up like Pat McAfee. I can't contain
you. Can't stand. Go ahead.
I am so excited.
What now when you take a breath, right? And again, I truly am curious. I can remember, goddamn, I remember like it was yesterday. I was working out at the YMCA in Charlotte. It was a Sunday afternoon, and they announced the Final Four for the college football playoff. I think it was the first one ever. And Baylor and TCU were both out, correct? Now but that was the year that you guys wore the chrome. And correct me if I'm wrong. And
Year two,
right? And how often was that used?
Shoot, I mean, I don't have the perfect memory, but like 3 times a season, 3 or 4 times a season, they'd come out. Yeah. You know, and I'll just let me put on my journalist cap and take off my Baylor fan cap for a second. The Chrome Domes gave us high highs and low lows, Pete, because for the high highs of 61-58 comeback against TCU, for the yes, Kevin, get on the bandwagon, sir. You are welcome. We welcome you to Baylor. Yes, please. For the comeback against TCU, for the Big 12 title victories, Shahan pointed out when we debuted those Chrome helmets, we did it against West Virginia, and we were up like 42-7 at half. For all of those, there was also 2 pretty dramatically bad bowl game losses in 2013 and 2014, in which we were also wearing the Chrome Dome. So I don't want to act like there's some elixir to a guaranteed victory. But as I said, you look good, you feel good, you play good. Here's the bottom line, Pete. This roster that's coming on the field this season's the best Dave Aranda's ever had. The recruiting class currently in the docket for 2026 is the best Dave Aranda has ever had. And now you are bringing back the most iconic elements of the last generation of uniforms that most of the fans really miss. All the pieces are here, Pete. Now you just got to win. Now you just gotta win these dadgum football games, Dave Aranda. I'm looking at you, Dave Aranda. It's on you, baby. We've got everything else we need. Oh!
Well, as somebody now who's close to the program, it really does put this Friday night affair over the top. Like, and not to say that I've been searching, because I haven't been searching for mojo for this game for Baylor fans, but I have been thinking to myself, okay, Friday night at night against Auburn. That in itself makes this a real special opportunity for Baylor and Dave Aranda. Prime time, right? National TV. On the other side of that, I honest to God was thinking this, like, what if there are a couple empty seats? Like, what if it's not totally sold out? What if there is, you know what I'm saying? No, what if there is, like, what if that juice is maybe not there? Like, oh, it's there. Like with this announcement, anybody that had any doubts about like I swear, Scotty, and I will be interested to see. Actually, I'm going to do it right now. I want to check the line on the game. I swear to God, I want to see if it has changed, right?
In the last hour since they announced these?
Dude, stranger things have happened, brother. I mean, we're talking about Vegas here, right? I'm telling you. Let's see, because Auburn had been favored, right? We know that. Let's see right now. Let's see. The line is betting line. Hold on, Scotty. I've always been kind of slow with computers, especially under pressure. That's why I was somewhat of a suspect stats guy at times. Right now, the line is it's gone down 0.5 point, dude. It's Baylor +2. It was 2.5. Okay. So something's happening, dude. Something's in the water. Something's in the water, dude. It's gone down 0.5 point. Okay.
Listen. Here's what I'll give Baylor Athletics a lot of credit for. Baylor Athletics has earned a lot of criticism in the last few years about the game day environment. Yeah. I think some of that criticism is warranted. Some is probably a little overblown. And totally.
I look at our friends, Drake Toll and Cam Stewart. They are always like trying to shit on the game day ops. On football. I'm always like, yo, dude, let's settle down here.
But okay? And that's not what I'm here to do. But I am here to say, if you measure social media content or game day experience next to other programs of Baylor's ilk, I think it is fair to say Baylor has been subpar in that department. But here's where I want to give just full credit. I think they've figured it out. This video we just played is the best thing that athletic department has put out in years. Like, I had full body chills, and I know anybody that went to Baylor when I did, when these helmets were debuted and won championships, full body chills. Bringing Bryce Petty back, like gold. literally, not to be too punny here, but like pure gold. Okay. So I think they've crushed the promotion for this game. Doing the blackout is brilliant. Doing the chrome helmets coming back, brilliant. Friday night, national TV. Everything is set up for this to be brilliant. Baylor Athletics has done its part. This is where I stare directly into this camera at everyone who's here in Waco and any Baylor fan who's in a 5-hour radius. Do your freaking part. Get your ticket and get here, because the way that this all falls apart and doesn't mean anything is if half the stadium is full of Auburn fans or if there are empty seats, as Pete just said. Baylor Athletics can only do what they can do. That environment happens when we show up and show out. And let me tell you something about Baylor fans. Pete, you got me on my soapbox. Here we go. The Baylor game day environment when Baylor has won championships has been electric. That last season in Floyd Casey Stadium and that first season in McLean when we won those 2 championships, the fans brought it each and every week. I would have put our home environment up there with anybody. The problem with Baylor fans is when we lose 2 games, you guys all flake out on me. Get back to the freaking stadium. This is the year. I'm looking at you. This is the year. You've got a Heisman contender at quarterback. You've got the best running back in the conference. You've got the best offensive line in the conference. You've got the best defensive coach in the conference. You've got every opportunity in front of you to go get to a college football playoff. You know what can screw that up? If we don't show out. There's my pitch. Dude, get to the stadium and get loud, and let's run Auburn out of Waco and shut all these SEC homers up. Come on, I'm in. Are you going to be there? I'm going to be there.
All right, one quick question, and you got. I need you to answer this in 30 seconds or less, because on the other side, we're coming back with Garrett Bush. Want to talk Shadur Sanders. He's from 92.3. The Fan in Cleveland also has an amazing YouTube channel. It was the delay, or was there a little bit of, do you think some people balked at the fact that these are connected to our former football coach, Art Briles at Baylor, the former football coach, Art Briles at Baylor, and that brings back that era that a lot of people are still very sensitive to?
It's hard to say that in 30 seconds or less, but I'll just say I definitely think there was some hesitancy to go back to some of these aesthetics 6-7 years ago because of that stuff. I'm very thankful we've moved into where we can bring back the swag, the look, celebrate the players who won, and bring back that side of the tradition regardless of that crap. That's a good thing.
No, I think props to the Baylor Athletic Department for seeing the forest through the trees. Amazing job. Amazing game day environment. Friday night. It's going to be sick.